let's cover two things in once. Twitch is known for its hypocrisy. I think people should know that by now. How it is very much favor certain individuals, right? And that's just how Twitch has always been for the last couple of years, right? Especially with its CEO being a full time gooner, that doesn't help, and also them more or less kind of undermining like VTubers and other individuals, and how you really can't criticize any of the top um, Twitch streamers at all without you being blasted. And also on top of all of that, like it's more or less a cam website at this point. It really is. But on top of that, there was also the whole controversy between them and asmongold, right? How asmongold just recently announced that he is planning, to drop, to kind of more or less drop a bombshell on Twitch, revealing all his dark secrets, which it's pretty funny because as much as I don't really like asmongold, I will give him this much that he's standing up against Twitch, right? Regardless how you feel about him now, regardless how you feel about his own personal opinion and the whole thing about what he said a couple weeks ago, I think him wanting to drop this may cause Twitch problem, but I don't think it's gonna be like the end of Twitch, right? People think it is, but it isn't, right? We can call out the hypocrisy of Twitch all we want. We can call it a shitty website. We can call it a crappy streaming there, and how there's better streaming alternatives. But I think because it's being backed by Amazon, you know, it never will collapse, right? And even if Asmongold drops all of Twitch's dirty secrets, I don't think it would amount to anything in the end. Or maybe it will amount to stuff, but not to the extent, right? It probably will just like Twitch probably would get hit by, number of people. It may get a lot of like coverage. But ultimately in the end, Twitch will probably still on continue and chuckle around, keep going. Why I say that is because as I said, Amazon own Twitch. They can just keep funneling money into it, right? And they have top streamer that people go in there and watch, different organization people go and watch. It may not mean anything in the end, right? Yeah, maybe if Asmongold, unless like the only way I feel like Asmongold would bring down Twitch is he revealed every dirty secret about every streamer, and I really don't think he will do that, right? He probably is gonna reveal dirty secrets about the company and the things they do, but that's stuff that we know already. Now, he probably would go into greater and in depth detail on how the company is run, how shady it is, how manipulated it is, how they favor. But these are things that we've known about, right? And people have talked about it for years on end. And I feel like as I applaud him for what he's trying to do, but in a moment like this, I don't know, because in one side, yeah, it just may tarnish Twitch reputation, but it doesn't matter because they're backed by Amazon, and unless it affects Amazon directly, like stocks and stuff like that, they're not gonna do anything, right? Like Twitch is not gonna change anything unless it affects Amazon directly. Now, obviously, Amazon does lose quite a bit of money with Twitch, but like it's not like they can just recoup that later on, right? And Twitch doesn't really make a lot of money, but again, with them being funneled directly by Amazon, it's one of those things where like do it if you want. It's like I can't remember the saying. Damn if you do it, damn if you don't. It's that kind of scenario, you know. And we can, and as I said, I'm repeating myself, we could keep going like this all we want, blue to the face. You know, I feel like if he does reveal anything, I want to at least it should be things about the CEO, how much of a gooner it is, how much like Twitch is really more of a camso website, how much if undermined like I say VTubers who are slowly dominating that platform, how they more or less dominated YouTube at this point. Probably how like a lot of the Twitch streamers are not getting a lot of revenue. Like, I feel like the only way that this will directly damage Twitch if he finds a way to damage its bottom line, its pockets, right? To the point where Amazon has to step in and maybe they sell the company, right? But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think anything like that's gonna happen. It's not like a scenario where like X is being sold off and Elon comes in. I don't think that's gonna happen. And people are putting credit into this a lot, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, right? We'll have to see what is being revealed. Because if it just becomes a nothing burger, then people will just waste their time and, you know, it was a nothing burger. But if there is information that is like damning to the website, different story. Very much a different story, especially given that now that everybody uses X and that story can spread around, that could easily damage the company. But we'll wait and see until Asman actually releases information. But if he doesn't, then like, thanks, man. Thanks for getting our hopes up. But we'll wait and see. Um, Besides all of that, I hope you guys have a good one and be safe. God bless and have a good one.